What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today we're going to be reviewing Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone Verdansk 1984. Now, yes, I know it took me a long time to actually get to this review. I do understand if you're a little feisty with me for it taking so long, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, JB, all the reviews are already out. People have already talked about the map. How could he possibly come to a conclusion? But for me personally, when it comes to very large-scale maps such as Warzone, I need a lot of time to soak it all in. Same thing with a movie. Same thing with music, you know, if you go to film school, they're not going to tell you, oh yeah, watch that movie once and you're going to have a general idea. No, in film school, they force you to watch the movie 3, 4, even 5 times straight. An hour, 2-hour-long movie, you got to watch that for 5 times, back to back to back, just so you can understand what's going on in the movie, because obviously, as you learn in film school, which I didn't go to personally, but I know a lot of people who did go to it, basically every single time that you watch it over and over again, you learn something new about the movie. You hear something that you didn't hear. You understand something that you didn't understand before until you watched it for the first time, you know. Same thing with music. If you listen to an album the first time, you might have a general understanding of it, but the second time you listen to the album, you'll hear more things. The third time you listen through it, you'll understand more things. So same thing with Verdansk. It's a massive map. It's, tons of things. It's not a little 6v6 map that I can hop in and play 2 matches to understand it. No, it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort to understand the full map, and I think I'm finally ready to actually give my opinion on it. Now, I'm just going to give you guys a short answer, and I'm going to go into detail a little bit later. The map absolutely sucks. I have no intentions to play Warzone still. I'm not enjoying it. It's the same exact experience. Even if I'm playing with duos or trios where I can tolerate Warzone, because obviously I play a lot of solo since I stream a lot and I play a lot alone. So that's one of the reasons why I don't like Warzone. But even when I do tolerate Warzone with friends, the map isn't outstanding. That's why, for example, you guys are watching squad gameplay today, because I didn't even bother going ahead and putting up Warzone gameplay because it's just that boring. And I have Warzone gameplay, actually. I have like 10 plus clips of really high kill games, like 13, 14, 15 kill games, but I just don't feel the need to put it up. I have a lot more fun playing and watching a tactical milsim shooter like you guys are watching right here than I would ever in a million years playing Warzone. And for me personally, it's not Warzone's fault, because Warzone is a great BR. Personally, it's my favorite BR ever made. You know, if I have to choose between PUBG, Warzone, Fortnite, or Apex Legends, I'm probably going to pick Warzone. Honestly, my next best up will be Apex Legends, because honestly, that is the best BR ever. You know, it's no cheese, it's no bullcrap, it's very team-based, it's a great BR, but because of the movement and the gunplay and the very spongy characters and, you know, it takes forever to kill people, I just don't enjoy it. You know, Warzone, it's a pretty decent time to kill. You know, it's Call of Duty-like. You can pick your custom classes. It's fast-paced when it can be. It's a lot of good features in Warzone, but the thing that was holding it back was the freaking map. The map is huge. Huge, to the point where people are choosing, the Rebirth Island, or whatever you want to call it now, over playing legitimate Warzone. And that's proof. That's literally proof right there that Warzone is a good concept. You know, as a BR, Warzone is fantastic. The way they allow you to have your custom classes, the movement, the Modern Warfare engine, the graphics of the game. Everything is good when you play, I forget what it's called, Resurgence Island or something. I don't care what it's called. It's called Alcatraz in my book. So whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to call it Alcatraz. And Alcatraz, Warzone works perfectly. But when you go over to Warzone, the actual Verdansk map, it's trash. It's too big. There's too many lines of sight. There's way too many angles for people to camp on, dark corners for people to sit in. It's just a ridiculous style of gameplay. And I'm not going to say the map is completely bad, because Verdansk has lasted Warzone for over a year now. And if that's the case, then obviously it's doing something right, but at the end of the day, you need to spice things up. What's one thing in common that every BR has? Things like Fortnite, Apex Legends, PUBG, all those battle royales branched out and made new maps. They're all innovated, whether they want to, add in new maps that you can choose, like PUBG, where you can pick whatever map you want to, or if they strictly make you stay on one map, like in Fortnite, where they just adjust it and change what it looks like, or Apex Legends, where they just toss you on a single map and that's it. Regardless of what it is, each game has gotten a new map. They have innovated, they have tried something different, they spiced things up, and they allowed the consumers to have something fresh. Warzone, on the other hand, did absolutely nothing. I can't even tell you guys how annoying and stressful it was to grind out that much gameplay. I played this map since it's been released for weeks and weeks and weeks just for this very exact video. And to think that I'm not even putting Warzone gameplay on this video after I grinded it for so long blows my mind. But like I said, I'm just trying to prove a point that's absolutely garbage, and I'm not going to support what Activision's trying to do here with this brand new map. I'm pissed off. The fact that they tried to advertise this revamp of the map as a brand new experience, as a brand new map. I mean, Raven Software's even went out of their way to say, oh yeah, we're never going to see the old Verdansk. The old Verdansk is never coming back. This is the new Verdansk. Like they made some massive changes. Like the new Verdansk that they made is any different from the past one. Like, who cares? We're already playing on the same Verdansk. What are you talking about? We're never going to see it again. We're seeing it right here. It's the same exact thing. Literally all they did was add a few different points of interest which literally all of them are completely pointless. The only point of interest that's actually useful is a warehouse area. I completely forget the name of it, but it's literally directly next to Superstore, which is great because now it adds a little bit more spice when it comes to, hot drops. I can either land Superstore or I can go to that area right next to it. I can't believe I forgot the name of it, but that's the only drop. I mean, they added Summit or something at the outskirts of the map, which nobody drops. They added a couple more spots, like they revamped certain areas of the map, like what's the one name of the map? The farmland. Yeah, they added new different buildings and a church or something like that. Still nobody lands there. It's still a completely waste of time. Nothing is new. Nothing has innovated to draw people in to actually drop in different locations or try different things. Now, I am going to give them props because they did add in different things into the map that allows for less space in the middle. So when you're running around and you get caught in the open all the time in Old Verdansk, that's not going to happen as much because they added extra buildings, extra locations. So when you run from point A to point B, there's going to be more cover in case someone snipes you. You can get behind stuff. You can actually engage back and have a more fair of a gunfight instead of, those typical BR scenarios where you get sniped in the side of the head across the map and that ends your whole 20-30 minute streak there of having a good BR experience all because someone saw you across the map. But that is simply not enough to keep me going. You can't just add a couple of drop spots after a full year of gameplay out of this map and think that's good and that's okay for us to actually deal with. That's not enough. You need to actually innovate. Every single BR out there, like I just said a little bit earlier, PUBG, Fortnite, and Apex, all before a year hit, all added in new maps because one thing that they all knew in common is that if they didn't do that, they're going to kill off their BR. Now, here we are with Warzone, one of the biggest Battle Royale experiences ever, and they're being lazy. They're just milking out every last dollar out of this franchise. It doesn't even matter to them. They don't care about perfecting it. They just know that as long as the Call of Duty name is on something, people are going to play it. And it's disgusting. Honestly, I feel like nobody should play Warzone. I think everybody should revolt against Warzone. But is that going to happen? No. There's too many people out there making hundreds of thousands of dollars off of this Warzone theme. Some of people's careers were started off of Warzone, so it's not going anywhere. But until that happens, Warzone's going to be treated like dog crap. They're never going to change anything. Honestly, tell me a new map wouldn't have done this game wonders. Because for me personally, like I said, Alcatraz is perfect. I think it plays amazing. But I don't want to play Alcatraz. I don't want to play Respawn Warzone. I want to play a regular BR. I like having one life. I like having the gulag. Because to me personally, Alcatraz or Resurgence or whatever, the Respawn mode is called, it's like having training wheels on for BR. I mean, I'm super hardcore. I used to play PUBG. In PUBG, you didn't get a respawn. You die, you die. You sit there for 20-30 minutes until your team finishes the game. You know what I'm saying? I never dealt with any of that stuff. So I like traditional BR when it comes down to it. But I do enjoy the pacing of Alcatraz. I do. I think a fast-paced map is wonderful. I just wish they would have innovated the actual Verdansk map and made it smaller and more beneficial to the community. Then we'll be able to play it on it more. We'll have a different experience. It'll be smaller, more fast-paced, and we will still have a good time. But the moral of the story here is that the new map absolutely sucks. I just wanted to give my, 2 cents on the whole layout there. It's a waste of time. I can't believe that they, built up the hype. They dropped a nuke on the map. They did all these different things, and they didn't even have any variety. My God, couldn't you just, have an apocalypse version of Verdansk before you brought it back to 1984? You built up the hype for so long with this nuclear event. Months and months and months of time of Easter eggs and finding new locations throughout the map to, kind of confirm that it's going to be a nuke drop. Then you had a massive zombie horde of people coming in, which was actually a pretty cool event. I enjoyed that, along with the nuke drop going on the map, but they didn't do anything cool with it. They literally, the second that happened, they took you right back to 1984, the same exact map, the same style. They changed the colors, which they claimed you're going to be able to see enemies better with the new color scheme, which I don't think is anything different. Same shit, different day. With all the other map designs in PUBG, Apex, even Fortnite, even though I don't play Fortnite that much, I have played some of the new map designs. Each and every one of those maps I had to relearn. Just like I said in the beginning of this video, with any movie or any musician when it comes to their albums, you have to listen to it or watch it more than once to understand what's going on. That's what I had to do with PUBG. That's what I had to do with Apex Legends. Each new map that came out, it took me at least a week plus to understand the full layout. With the first couple of games, yeah, you might understand, the core basics of the map. But every single day or every single game that you try out, you will see a different spot, a new hidden location, a new Easter egg, a new great angle that you can hold on enemies. You learn something new every single time you try out a new map, which obviously over time is going to take time to actually review it. But while I was reviewing this map, over the course of weeks and weeks and weeks that I put effort into trying to make a good review for you guys to come up with a conclusion for this map, nothing changed. No new angles, no new nothing, just one random drop location that I go to that's right next to Superstore. That's the only new drop I go to. I don't drop anywhere else besides there. And that's it. I didn't need to learn anything new. I didn't need to try anything new. It's the same layout. It's the laziest excuse I've ever seen from a multi-million, forget that, billion-dollar company. The laziest excuse I've ever seen. I can't believe they actually did this, and they think this is okay, and people are actually eating it up. People legitimately think that 1984 Verdansk is acceptable to be coming from a multi-million-dollar studio. They make bank. Do you know how much money they made off of Warzone, and they haven't put a cent back into it? Not even $1? That's just... Oh my god, I've never seen a company be able to rip off people so consistently, other than Call of Duty. Every company gets backlash. Star Wars Battlefront 2, backlash. Battlefield 5, backlash. Titanfall, backlash. Every single game gets backlash. PUBG, backlash. Rainbow Six Siege, backlash. But Call of Duty, they literally feed us shit. And we're okay with it. It's, oh my god, I can't. I need to stop the rant now, guys, or else I'm going to get too hot-headed. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in this video. Like I said earlier, if you guys do have any opinions on the new Verdansk map, make sure you leave your comments down below. Do you guys think it's a good map? Do you guys think it's a bad map? Make sure you let me know. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. By all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both links are down in the description. And last but not least, if you want to catch me live streams of video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.